Okay. Dr. Scott, can you hear me? Okay. All right, Dr. Scott. So it looks like you've been out of the office for a while and it's obviously slowed down after an injury. And now you're trying to get everything jump started again. Where to start, what to do. Well, one, I would start with your established patients um, and just hammer them. I'd get a new patient special going. Um, and I would get like a friends and family coupon going to all the established patients. Something I've been hitting hard, and then I would hit your patient base hard if you have an email list. Just with it's so easy now. You can use AI and just be like, hey, create a blog on you can use Grok or Chat GPT, whatever. Create a blog on yada yada yada, and then just in the PS be like, hey, we have a friends and family special, blank. Um, Start getting Google reviews. I would again do everything like it's a new practice. So networking groups, any screening opportunities, mailers for talks have worked really well for me. You could do in-office talks and just attack in every possible way. I start getting Google reviews, depending on how much money and capital we got, Facebook ads, um, Google ads, just start attacking in all fronts and just go hard everywhere. So I don't know, depending on where you're at with things, that's what and I hope that I know I hope that helps. But I mean, I would just start with the fundamentals and I would just go hard. So have a new patient special, have a friends and family coupon. Every month, I would give everyone four friends and family coupons. Um, depending on how much money, you could start a raffle for adjusting videos and Google reviews. So, like, I have a nice gas grill right now, it costs about 500 bucks for 6 weeks. Anyone who either lets me videotape their adjustment or um, leaves a Google review gets a raffle ticket into the raffle. And I do that because my area, it's not, I know a lot of people in these bigger cities, or especially like I talk to docs in like LA, and they have no problem getting people to videotape their adjustments. For me, a lot of people are really resistant to it. So the raffle kind of, the people that are okay with it will do it. Uh, but yeah, I would go hard there. Um, and just attack everywhere, absolutely everywhere. Facebook ads. You can hire a company. I would hire a company to do that for you. There's a bunch that do it. It doesn't really matter. And then I would start posting on all the different platforms and look to do in-office talks, out-office talks. You know, a lot of it just depends how much money you have to spend on marketing and just go in all directions, go hard. Um, and make sure everyone knows you're back in the office and be loud, super, super loud everywhere about that. And go, go to every function. I'd go to any chamber function you can, go everywhere, be everywhere. and just have a friends and family coupon that you're sending out everywhere. Um, Dr. Scott, I'm curious if you want to unmute. I'm just curious what kind of what your town is, the demographics of your town.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can.
Okay. It's like 3,500,
3,500. What state?
Missouri.
Missouri. Okay. That's a small town will make it a little easier. How many people are you seeing a week?
Uh, Less than 100 right now.
Yeah. Okay. How long, how many, like in your database, how big is your patient base? How many people?
Over 10,000.
Oh, yeah. Do you have an email list? Do you do any of that?
We didn't get them from a lot of people.
Oh,
And then I used to have two offices, and so then some of them are split between them, and I'm not at the other one anymore. So
how much of that list can you use though? Can you mark it out to a fair amount of that list?
yeah, probably most of it.
And so that have you sent like a few emails out or a mailer or anything to let them know you're back?
Yeah, yeah.
And how was the response on that?
We got some, but not that great, really. I kind of expected it would be a little better, but it wasn't. Um,
Did you have a special?
yeah, yeah. We did one last summer, I guess, and that's the thing. I've been back over a year now, but we did one last summer that worked pretty good, but a lot of them just kind of still then died off. I used to get a ton of new patients, but I don't really hardly get any right now.
What kind of special did you do?
We did and we just sent this to people that had already been to the office, so like not out to the public, but just like
Yeah.
three visits for like $45 or something like that.
Okay. Do you have an
And
X-ray? Do you X-ray people?
yeah,
All right. So three phys is 45. Um, do you run any kind of consistent new patient special?
no.
All right, that was the first thing I would start doing. And it's you're in a small town, so I would get that. I would literally just every single person that comes in, um, hand them a flyer or a card and whatever you $17 new patient special, friends and family coupon, whatever. I do a $7 still always friends and family coupon. Like I don't care. I just want to get people in. Um, and
Yeah,
I would do that until you're back well over 200 a week. Never ending. You could expire in 2 weeks, but it doesn't really. You just keep it going and you keep it going. Um, and I can tell this has been a rough go for you for a while now. Like I would, um, yeah, I would hit the special hard with the patients. That email, whatever your list, I would do another I would just email them constantly. You could do a little bit of value, so you could get into like Grok or Chat GPT and be like four benefits to a sauna or whatever. And then at the bottom, I'd be like, hey, PS, if you're struggling with chronic pain, headaches, vertigo, I've been getting a ton of vertigo, dizziness, equilibrium people, whatever. Um, like, hey, $7, well, there's a good chance we can help you, whatever. Come on in and let's take a look. And I would just hit that super, super hard. Uh, are you in the past, in the new patients, where did they come from?
mostly referrals. In my older office, which I'm back in full time now, I guess. Well, I'm not really full time, but I had to close my second office. I mean, I haven't really marketed there for I don't know 10 or 12 years probably, and and I still was getting like 50 new patients a month usually with no marketing. So I marketed at my other office, but I didn't really market at this one.
And you just, okay. How many chiropractors are in that town?
Three.
Is that what's changed since the new patients? Are there more chiros or is it? Someone
No,
else?
there used to be five or six actually, and I was much busier then. I mean, there's newer ones in some of the towns away. Like one of the biggest town is probably about 20 or 30 minutes away. There's a bunch of newer chiropractors there in the last like 5 years, but I mean, I that has never really affected me in the past. It's just once I
Yeah.
was off work for so long, I think that just kind of killed it all. And I think a lot of people too, still when I had my second office, they thought I had closed this one, which I never did. But I was at my other office for like 10 years also. And so some people, especially I guess when I probably was off work, thought I had closed anyway. And so they never came back. But I'm kind of surprised some of even my best patients that I saw for 20 years, they've never came back. So
How's your location within the town? Is the visibility pretty good?
yeah, it's right on the main street. It's like it's yeah, it's right on the main street.
Then I would go get like I don't know what your landlord or whatever will let you do. I would bid a sign like, back open, Dr. Scott's back, $17 new patient special or $7 and just put it on the side of the road. Small town, people will see that. Like neck pain, back pain, vertigo, headaches, come on in. And I would just have that special everywhere. I would get out. And any chamber events or anything, or I mean, a little towns, it'll be easier. You'll get more touches with people in a less way, and just um, be loud, and again, just have a friends and family coupon. And that list, if you got that many people, I don't know, um, I'd hit that list every week. Every single week. Like you think you tell people once, a lot of people probably still think you're not there. They don't know. Like people don't, even in a small town, it's amazing. You got to do stuff 5, 10, 15 times. You think everyone's seeing everything you do. Um, and then depending on what your budget's like and where your collections are at, I do a Facebook ad. How are you on Google reviews for your town?
I mean, I've got 200.
Do you have the
So
most in town?
yeah, oh yeah. I
Yeah, and
think
it's
the next guy has five.
okay, and that's still not obviously it isn't bringing people in. So,
Yeah.
yeah, I would just I would have that special posted absolutely everywhere. Um, and then what are you kind of doing for plans when people come in, like a new patient or say a patient that hasn't been in 5 years? Well, what are you doing for that?
Um, I mean, I guess it depends how severe they are. If they're not too bad, I'll probably do 10 or 12 visits. If they're pretty severe, I would probably do at least 24.
24 is good. Yeah. And do you offer like a prepay option and whatnot?
Yeah.
Okay. And do you convert a fair amount to that?
Well, basically with the prepay stuff, the only time I've really done well with it is when I almost like either force them to either you do this or you don't do anything. Even if we offer like a, 15 or 20% discount, most of them just want to pay by the visit unless I'm just like either you do the plan or you don't do anything. So that's not been too good.
Okay. Um, and what do you charge for one adjustment?
50.
All right, that's fine. Yeah, well, I would keep hammering like it's you can do 50 for one or it's 24 and it's 25% off or whatever, 20% off.
All right.
And I offer it to everyone. If they've been out over 5 years, I'd be like, let's get you back in, let's do it. It's a good friggin' deal for them. And you got to get your own energy up. You can tell it's been a rough go on you. So, whatever are you exercising yourself pretty regularly and all that? And
Yeah, I work out every day, but I mean, I still got a pretty big open wound on my leg, so it's still kind of difficult. I
I
mean, it's
see.
still about
Yeah, I get it.
8 inches long by 6 inches wide down on my leg, so it's still kind of big.
And that's why you were out for so long, eh?
Yeah, yeah, it
Yeah.
was pretty much from my knee to my toes down to the bone. So,
Okay.
but it's a
So
lot better than it was. So.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, we able to work. So I would start with that. So start with new patient special everywhere. Like, and make it nothing. I mean, just get people in $7, $15, whatever it is. Get
All right.
people in. Offer absolutely everyone the 24 visits. You can do 50 or you do 24 visits for 20% off. I mean, you can have a third option if you want, to do like an auto debit or something for 10%. Uh, and then I would hit that. I mean, you got thousands of people in that base. I'd hit that base um, every week, and give them a bit of value. So, and you can go into literally Grok or ChatGPT and just be like, give me, and if there's someone you like out there that's good, like do a blog like so and so based on the sauna, the four benefits of sauna, three benefits of cold plunge, four benefits of vitamin B, and then just have a PS at the end of it, like, hey, PS, $7 friends and family special, anyone who's suffering, have them come on in and we'll do everything we can to help them. Give it to all your patients all the time. Um, and do that hard for a month and let me know what you notice. And if
All
you
right.
have some money, I'd get someone to do a Facebook ad for you with some kind of, again, like a $17 special. Um, and I use Inception. There's other companies you can use. It doesn't matter. And just see, I'd hit all that hard for a month and let me know how you're doing at that point. So literally every person that comes in next week, I would give them four cards or four flyers with the friends and family special. Um, and then any kind of local networking groups, anything. It's a small town, so anything you can get out and just be like, let people know, yeah, yeah, I'm back in business, yada yada yada, and hand out some, specials again. Um, and then go hard there for a month. I would be shocked if just contacting that base consistently with the special. I would think that'd be able. You'd at least get a couple a week. Maybe not double digits again, but a couple a week, and then you can build from there.
All
And then you
right.
start making some money, and then you can get some more ads going and whatnot. Um, yeah, the Google, I've noticed that too. Google isn't what it was. I think more people are searching with AI. But you got the reviews, so that's good. So yeah, give all that a shot. So the special, hand it out to everyone, hit the base regularly, get out into any local events and hand out flyers and specials. If you can get a sign if it's a busy street, get a little sign, same thing. Got pain, headaches, vertigo, $17 special and then do that for a month and let's see where you're at, and if you can get some Facebook ads, do that as well, and then let me know where you're at, and we'll go from that, and yeah, you'll get it back up, man. Just keep going, you'll get it going.
All right. Yeah, that sounds good.
All right, so yeah, do that consistently, and let me know, and if you have the capability to text that huge list, send out some text, whatever. But just contact that base and be regular, consistent with it, and then let me know in a month's time where you're at.
All right.
All right, man.
All right. Thank you.
You got it. Dr. Paul. I don't know if you have any questions or not. I had um, a question on closing a talk and opening a talk from a doc. So basically, opening, I mean, you just let them know you want to tell a story, essentially. And the more you can interweave your story into the talk, the better it's going to be. So I talk about how I grew up, chiropractor, mother's a nutritionist, and then I hurt my back playing college tennis. And, my father adjusted me, and it was, and I go through all that. And you get into the suffering of it all. And if you have a story about your own suffering, tell that. If not, see if you have a patient or a family member. That's the best way to really open is a story of suffering. Kind of like your signature story, like Jim Rohn, the old motivational speaker, couldn't afford Girl Scout cookies, and Les Brown was born in an abandoned building, and all that stuff. And you remember those stories from those guys. They're so good at telling them. And then the close, what I like to do, and you can download this online. My close, um, my close is basically what's the one thing you can't buy back when you've lost it? I pause, your health. And yet, when do most people make their health a priority? When they've lost it. And I drop my tone always. Most of the time you can heal, but sometimes it's too late. You can't go back. And then I always go by show of hands, who here is going to make their health a priority going forward? I pause. Usually I get one or two hands or no hands. Then I go, okay, even if you're not, raise it, lie to me, make me feel good. Everyone always laughs. Everyone raises their hand. And I say, okay, for those of you out here suffering, and always whatever talk it is, if it's just a random health talk, but if it's a symptom-based talk, I'll always throw in that symptom. So I'll say if you're suffering with neuropathy or pain, numbness, tingling, or vertigo, migraines, dizziness, equilibrium issues, you're looking for answers, you're looking for help, we have an opportunity. You give $7, you receive a consultation, upper cervical x-ray evaluation, and x-ray report. We'll let you know if we can help you. There's no obligation to continue, no strings attached, but there are two requirements. You schedule an appointment today and you schedule within the next 7 days. We do that to try to motivate you to take action. The first step is always the hardest step. If you're going to do it just because it's a great deal, please don't. I always push away. Uh, Leave the appointments available for those looking for help, looking for answers. And I always pause a little bit. I'm like, I'll step over here. I'll answer questions for anyone who's interested. Megan or whoever, Ashley's there to schedule. If I'm doing lunch, I always ask them, please come up and schedule and ask any questions right away. Then you can have your lunch or your dinner, and then we have a busy afternoon. We're gonna get back to the office. And I always like to tell them, hey, our office is busy, social proof, yada, yada, yada. And then I always have some kind of like, thank you for being here. I hope this was valuable. Remember, you can be healthy and live the highest quality life almost always. It takes know-how, it takes discipline, and it takes consistency. That's what I've been saying lately. Thank you and have a great day. And that's essentially my close. You can download it all on I forget. I got the when do people make their health a priority? I think I got that from Dennis Whaley. Doesn't matter. Works great. Um, Very, very good. And I will tell you, if you just do a talk where you tell a story about suffering and you just give enough value and information to show you are an authority figure and you hit them with that close, you will get new patients, guaranteed. If you only do one thing right, get the close right. You can give a great talk with a poor close and get no new patients, and that's very, very frustrating. So get the close right and practice it until you can just give it like this. In conclusion, when do most people make their health a priority? Or what's the one thing you can't buy back when you lost it? However you want to do it. What's the one thing you can't buy back when you've lost it? Your health. And yet, when do most people make their health a priority? When they've lost it. So, but practice it, and that's how the beginning isn't as important, but you got to just tell some stories, give some information that's valuable, show you know what you're friggin' talking about, and then hit them with that close. Practice it so it's smooth, no obligation. There are two requirements: schedule an appointment today and schedule within the next 7 days. We do that to try to motivate you to take action, and it'll work. So, hope this was helpful. Dr. Scott, let me know how that goes, man. We'll get it going for you. You'll get it going again. And everyone else, have a great week, great month, and keep charging.